What's up, guys? How are you all doing? Hope you are all doing well. Today I have something new for you guys. I'm bringing you my very first Fortnite video, and what you're gonna see here in the background is actually footage of my very first win in Fortnite, guys. And the reason why I chose this video, even though I got many other wins after this one, is because this was only about 3 days into playing this game. And I know a lot of people have been playing the game pretty much ever since it came out, and still haven't gotten a win, or maybe can't get wins frequently. And so being that I'm new to the game and I was already able to get so many wins in all types, like squad, duel, and solo, I just want to share with you guys some of the tips and strategies, as well as show you guys how, even though I was new to the game, even though you guys are probably going to see me make a lot of mistakes or maybe be really slow with certain things, and regardless of any of that, we were still able to win. So to start things off, I really do recommend this game. If you guys haven't tried it yet, I know a lot of you that are subscribed to me are subscribed for other games. This is a game that I've pretty much been enjoying so much. It's probably the #1 game I'm playing right now at the moment. And the amazing thing about it is it's actually a free game. You can download it in PlayStation, Xbox, or for PC for free, guys. And it's not a pay-to-win game at all. Unlike, for example, Clash Royale, which is a game I play a lot. If you don't spend money in the game, it's really hard to progress and be up there with the best. This game is not like that. So putting that to the side, the very first tip I want to give to you guys is, for example, my teammates and we chose Dusty Depot. Now, that is a place that is directly in the middle of the map. And supposedly it's actually supposed to have a lot of action and a lot of competition for the loot there, but as you guys were able to see, we only pretty much went up against one team. So yeah, sure, if you're new to the game or if you're not that good, chances are you might lose. But if you lose in the very beginning, then you just restart, and at least you didn't, waste too much time. But the importance of landing in a place like that when you're in the squad, and it doesn't have to be Dusty Depot, but what I mean is landing in a zone that is going to guarantee loot and enough weapons and everything for all your teammates, is that you get to all stick together, which is really important. In squads, you definitely want to all stick together, because it's okay to have one teammate get downed. As long as all the other 3 are there to put pressure and put shots on the enemy, they're not going to really be able to kill your teammate. They're going to mostly look forward to, putting shots on the other ones that are still alive. And as you guys can see right here, Jeremy, being that he was more experienced in the game, once we got to this little section, this city here, and we started to want to loot everything, he went ahead and he went far away from us. And what that did was, not only did the enemy get to drop him, but they actually managed to eliminate him. So you guys can see here, look, my shots are awful, guys, and it's something that, trust me, I've improved a lot. And as the more I play, the more I'm gonna improve. But I already have a lot of tips for you guys into improving your shots and everything else. I chose this video strictly because I want to show you how even someone that was new to the game was able to win based on certain, decisions and certain strategies. So #1, stick to your team. #2, try to land in a zone that's gonna have enough, loot, enough weapons for all your teammates. #3 is going to be, as you guys can see here, we are running away from the storm, even though, it hadn't picked up yet, and even though it hadn't started moving yet. We were already pretty much halfway to the next safe zone. And the next safe zone was actually on the opposite side of where we were, like the opposite side of the map, really far from us. The fact we were, we started running there much sooner allowed us to, for that not to be an issue for us. If you guys saw, there was an enemy there to our left. He was by himself. Now imagine he actually had his team with him. We would probably be in a gunfight right then and there. And if we weren't running from the storm, a couple of seconds back before it even started moving, we would simply not have enough time to get away from the storm and fight. So even if we won that gunfight, we would have possibly gotten stuck on the storm and lost a lot of health there. And in the end game, it's very crucial to have, good amount of health, if possible, even a shield. As you guys saw here, care packages, they're really crucial. They give you a lot of good loot, and it's this kind of loot that's going to help you win in the end game. If you have a white assault rifle or a green assault rifle and your opponent has a legendary scar, chances are you're going to lose unless you're a much better player and you get to outplay your opponent. But be careful. As you guys can see, we started getting pushed here, and because care package is something that you're able to see from a big distance, so never assume that you're by yourself and that you're gonna be able to pick up the care package and no one is ever gonna threaten you or push you. No, never assume that. That's why before we even got the care package, I was on the lookout for the most part, and only after my teammate built a little structure there, that's when I decided to also go and see if I could pick something up, which I pick up this grenade launcher, which is gonna come in huge for us. So we managed to kill 2 players right there, and a third is gonna actually pop up behind that structure. And as you guys can see, I used my grenade launcher here that I just picked up, and I was able to get that kill fairly easily. We all still have our healths and everything, so that's really good. Another thing, that probably helped us win this game is that we didn't just hide the entire game long. Because we ended up, killing this team right here. Look, we're able to pick up snipers, we're able to pick up, scars, just epic weapons and whatnot. And that's gonna, come in big in the future. For example, my teammate gets down here, but as you guys can see, because he is close by to us, we're actually able to help him. I'm gonna look here to build a structure, and as you guys can see, I'm awful. I take forever because I'm new to the game. Chances are most of you are already better than me at it. But I didn't go out in the open and just try to revive him. I made sure I had cover the entire step of the way. Made sure I also gave him cover so that way the enemy isn't able to shoot with the sniper and take him down or whatever. In this other example here, another teammate gets downed. We're close by to help him out, and so while my teammate was reviving him, I put cover for him. I eventually get down. Same thing once again, guys. I'm close to my teammates. I make sure to move out of the open to allow my teammate to revive me in cover. That's very important. Don't be greedy. Don't yell at your teammates. Try to keep the comm very clear. Make sure you let them know you were down. They're not always going to notice that. Maybe they're engaged in a gunfight and they're not really going to notice it. Tell them that you're down, but don't yell. Don't yell. That's only gonna make them panic and they're not gonna play, the best way possible. Another tip I have for you guys is, as you guys can see, a minute away, over 1 minute away, we were already moving for that next circle. We saw where the next safe zone was going to be and we were already moving there. And this is good because it's gonna allow us to always be safe. We're gonna build our structures. We're gonna make sure that we have, places to hide on and whatnot. In this case, the house helped a lot, so we didn't even have to build that much, and we always have the advantage here. So the opponent team is always gonna have to be looking, to run from the storm and come out in the open and etc. And in this case, we actually have an enemy team here in front of us. So I pull out the grenade launcher here. I was able to, there you go, down another player with the grenade launcher. And that wouldn't happen if we hadn't picked up a care package, if we hadn't, engaged another team, if we were just hiding the entire game. So the fact that we actually engaged a couple of teams, even though it was something very controlled, we weren't running out there like crazy people, looking for a gunfight. but we were also not just hiding, and that allowed us to get good loot. And so we were able to kill one more teammate here. The fact that we were together allowed us to team that guy. Maybe if it was a one-on-one situation, maybe if I wasn't here with my teammate, he would have killed my teammate. So work the teams. It's a squad game type for a reason. You're supposed to work with your teams. Even if you're very good, try to work with your teams. Chances are one day you might, go on a 1v1 battle with someone that's maybe better than you, or maybe he was just camping and, there's not much you can do. So if you have your teammate next to you, it's gonna help a lot. Once again, I get down here, guys, and I move into a safe area to not put my teammate on risk. So we see 1 minute away that there's a new safe zone established. What are we gonna do? We're gonna already look to move towards that safe zone, though we have to obviously look around, make sure no one is pushing us, etc. At this point, we know there's only 2 players left besides us, and we know where they are in the map because we've been communicating, and so we know they're not flanking us. So we move towards where the new safe zone is going to be. Because the enemy team were going to be caught up by the storm, they were forced to try to push, and they were out in the open. So there you go. That was another tip that you guys can see the enemy team didn't use very effectively. They waited until the last moment to have to move, and that forced them to be out in the open. So guys, that was the very first Fortnite video. I've improved a lot. I have some really good tips and strategies to share with you guys in the near future. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, guys, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I really look forward to sharing more content in Fortnite. Take care, guys.